Hey guys, what's going on? Ben here. I'm going to be doing a voiceover commentary of this game that I created. So this game is a little bit of a smaller project than my other two games on my website profile, and what it is it's a two-player hot seat combat game, and you'll notice this isn't an AI. This is me playing with my little brother, and his damage is on the right and my damage is on the left, and he's blue and I'm orange. Um, and So you can see I'm kind of getting wrecked here. And so the way this game works is it's a little bit like Super Smash Bros. In that you take more damage the more you get hit by weapons, and then the more you get hit by weapons, the farther you get sent flying. And you'll notice immediately that the entire stage is destructible. All of it is destructible blocks, which is really cool. As weapons destroy blocks, grenades destroy blocks, and players, if they're sent flying far enough, will actually fly through. You can send someone flying through a ceiling, flying through a wall, and if you shoot down on someone, you can send them flying through a floor, like that just happened. You can actually send someone as someone is knocked through you can send someone through a floor by destroying the blocks. And they'll destroy the blocks as they go if you send someone flying with enough force. And so we're both me and my little brother are doing here is wow, this is getting really close. So we're usually players die around to like 1500 damage. So what we're doing here is we're playing mirror matchups with the same weapons. There are currently 5 weapons in the game, and we're playing a mirror match with the most basic weapon, the machine gun. And so each player has a primary fire, a secondary fire. You can jump, you can aim, and then you can also dash, and the dash takes you through walls. Although the dash, you only have so much dash every couple seconds. So your dash, you use it, and then it is on a pretty long cooldown. So you have to use it strategically. And so you can see the game really changes as the stage gets destroyed. And you'll notice the red light coming up through the bottom of the stage. Oh, and that's me dying. My little brother won that round. So now what we're going to do is, see, that's the weapon picker, and you can change weapons every time you respawn. So what my little brother's going to do is he's going to kill himself, so he can change weapons too. So now we both play our mirror matchup with the slime gun. And so the slime gun has it's the same basic primary fire and secondary fire as the first gun, the machine gun, except that it's a little bit more close range, and the grenades stick to you. So watch what's going to happen. See, the grenade sticks to him. My little brother's being really aggressive here. He's rushing me, but I'm tossing out grenades, and they're sticking to him. Oh, and that's an easy win for me, because he overextended. So now he's going to spawn with the third weapon, sword. And so we both pick sword. And so sword, the primary fire is you dash forward and you swing your sword. It does a lot of damage. And then the secondary fire is you throw little knives that can pass through walls. And you throw knives in triplets. You also notice that when players dash, they bounce around a lot. And if you were to dash outside the edge of the stage, you get bounced back in. And that includes the floor. So you can dash down and then bounce back up. So that's actually a lot of strategy in getting behind people, is you can dash at angles and ricochet off the edges and then come out in unexpected directions. And so this game has some, it's got some cool, you'll notice some cool rendering tech going on. It's got a number of texture layers. The background is made up of a couple of layers, and then the blocks are multiple layers as well. There's a texture that's being blended together with the basic block images. And then also how the blocks look is calculated based on the blocks around them. So now we're going to go with the fourth weapon, which is the railgun. And my little brother's going to kill himself here. He's just kind of messing around. He'll kill himself in a sec here. The easiest way to kill yourself is just do that. Just jump off the edge of the stage. Dash up and then jump off. And so the railgun is an instant contact weapon. So you shoot and it just instantly hits the person. And that's the primary fire. But you can't hit someone if you shoot them while they're dashing. So that's the trick with the railgun. And then the secondary fire is a little plasma bomb that can pass through walls, and then it explodes when it gets to the other side of a wall section. Or it explodes when it directly hits somebody. So this version I created using XNA, and that's me dying. So now we're gonna pick the final weapon, the fifth weapon. And I know the name of it on the screen says rocket launcher, but it actually got changed to its name should be laser gun, because it's really, whoops, I picked the wrong weapon there. So I'm gonna jump off the edge, kill myself, and come back in. It shoots 3 little laser pellets, and then it also shoots out a turret that shoots 3 more little laser pellets. So you'll see that little red box that shoots these laser pellets. And the goal of this weapon I think is actually my favorite conceptually, because I think it most perfectly like encapsulates what a weapon should work, how the weapons work in this game. See, look at that dash. I used the dash to save myself. I was about to die. And so what you can do is, like, someone dashes at you and you drop a turret like I just did there, and now I have the advantage on my little brother. And this game has a lot of auto aim to it. The goal of the game wasn't to make a game that was like aim-based skill. It was all about timings and reactions. And so I made this game with XNA. It was actually when I was around 20, I think, and it's a reconstruction of a game I made when I was a lot younger. And it basically worked exactly the same as this, though it wasn't quite as polished. And the previous version had more bugs, and I didn't think the graphics were quite as nice. But this was like one of the first games I created that I really enjoyed the gameplay. I thought that it originally was created with Game Maker, and this is the end of the video, but I'm going to talk just a little bit more. It was originally created with Game Maker, and it was the first game I really enjoyed that I had made playing hot seat 2 players. That I thought had some really cool, fast-paced gameplay. I'd made games before that I liked, but never ones that really like felt to had this level of polish on the gameplay. And like I said, the previous version was played hot seat with a keyboard, so there were only so many buttons you could give each player. So you had the 4 movement buttons, which were also look. You had auto aim, and then you had dash and the primary and secondary weapon fires. And the games got intense, and me and my little brother had some really good games on the previous version. And so this is us returning to the newer version built with XNA and Xbox controllers. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for checking it out. Peace.